Hey everyone, how's it going? Um, I just wanted to do a quick video on some scents that I've been using as of recent to go out with, like the bar, the club, parties, dates, stuff like that. Um, it's fragrances to get attention for the opposite sex. So generally when I wear fragrances out, I don't go into it thinking about other people, to be perfectly honest. I mean, sometimes I do, but most of the time I wear fragrances at this point for myself. If I'm spending $225, $150, $100, $90, it's going to be something I damn enjoy. That's how it is at this point for me. I'm not really grabbing for things that are just like crowd pleasers anymore. I mean, I do have a few, but I really enjoy them, like Bleu de Chanel, Dior Homme Sport, crowd pleasers, but I enjoy those. I'm not going to buy a crowd pleaser if I just think it's, whatever. Yeah, it smells good, but it's not anything special. Um, I wear a lot of bold fragrances out for the most part, and the thing is you just got to have that mentality that you're going to get good feedback. And most of the time you will get that good feedback if you're confident in yourself. And that's how it is for me. Like I'll wear heavy amber, heavy tobacco, heavy coffee, stuff like that, and generally I get really good feedback. So just know that you got to go into it thinking about how you're going to get these compliments and how you're going to get good feedback. Don't go into it thinking, "Oh, geez, I don't want to, I don't want to attract bad attention because of what I'm wearing right now," because then you might. It's all about, being confident in yourself. So that's just my opinion, and actually, that's how it works for me. So yeah, these are just a few that I've really been grabbing for lately that I really do enjoy. A few of them not a lot of people have talked about, or you may not have even heard of at all. Um, let's get out of the way some of the ones that most people are going to say that they use. Yeah, I use Dior Homme Intense quite a bit. Um, I use Chanel Allure quite a bit. I use New Harlem quite a bit right now. So New Harlem. Those are all ones that most people are going to say, yeah, I use that. Same with Green Irish Tweed. I use Green Irish Tweed quite a bit when I go out to the club because it's not super duper loud. And I don't like being, if I'm not trying to be super loud, I'll grab that because it's really nice smelling. You're going to get a lot of compliments with it. But it also projects and lasts a long time on my skin. And it's not like loud. It just smells really nice and crisp. So those are a few that a lot of people will agree with me that work really well. Also, I'm really starting to enjoy this again. I hated it at first. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but Givenchy High. This is a crowd pleaser without being super run-of-the-mill. It's different. It's borderline feminine. It's just like your Le Male. I use Le Male too. I don't care how many people use that. I really started to recently fall in love with Le Male probably about 3 months ago, and the same with this. So I mean, as you can see, I've used a good chunk, and I used to hate this stuff. Now dipping into some of the ones that most people may not agree with or don't really use a whole lot themselves. We all know that I love this guy, Midnight in Paris. I'll just get that out of the way real quick. I mean, it's like I said, it's basically one of my signature scents at this point, and I use that often. One that I think you're going to get a lot of compliments with, if you're my age and you feel bold, you feel sophisticated, you feel confident in yourself, and you're going to maybe like a bar. I don't use this for the club really. I use this for a bar, maybe like a small get-together where there's going to be like maybe 10 people, something like that. Is Gucci Pour Homme 1. This is just going to scream, that you're willing to be different. You're willing to be a little bit more mature. It's just a really great woody, incensey, amber type scent, and I think it works really well for me. It never fails to give me compliments, and compliments that you wouldn't really think would be coming out of like 20-year-old's mouth, like how you smell sophisticated and sexy and stuff like that. Not just wow, you smell good or something like that. I mean, it'll come with like a detailed compliment, not just, hey, you smell good. And I think that's really cool for this fragrance that is being discontinued, so I've heard anyways, that it does that for me. I love this stuff. I'm going to have to buy some backup bottles if that's true. Next up that I've used often and gets me a lot of great compliments is Sirius 14. I did a review on this, so check that out. Just never fails to get me compliments. I don't use it a whole lot. As you can see, there's a little chunk gone. I do like to grab that one for the clubs a lot, actually. Another one that I don't think anyone has mentioned, so this is a Tim Tunes exclusive right here, and let me tell you what, it's damn amazing. Damn amazing. If you love coffee scents, check this out. I'm probably going to butcher the name, but Amasai, I believe is how it's pronounced. Amasai by Parfum General. This stuff is so good. Like, I can't say enough about it. If you like New Harlem, you're bound to like this. And unfortunately, it only comes in 50 ml. But I will have to review this at some point soon. This has really been working great at the clubs and the bars. And I actually wear this at work too sometimes. I mean, there's not a whole lot gone yet. I'm still experimenting with some other ones that I'm enjoying. But I do know that I love this. And it's actually the first bottle I bought by them. I own 3 by Parfum General. And this is either my favorite or my second favorite. I can't really decide quite yet. That one gets me a lot of compliments. It smells like burnt sugar and coffee kind of a smell. Really good stuff. Next up that a few people have reviewed. Thank you, Leo Zito, my man, and Mark for including it in your top fall. I think that those are the only 2 that have mentioned it so far. If I am wrong, I am sorry, but those are the only 2 that I have actually personally seen. And that is Carolina Herrera CH. If you are my age, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, in that range, this will work very well for you. Burning sugar, really sweet, crisp smell. It smells great. It's amazing. It's actually one of my favorite designer scents at this point. It's a little bit more unique than a lot of... If you like Blue Sugar Man by Aquilina, this is what that is trying to be. That is a little too sweet, a little too synthetic. This is just amped up to be a little bit more mature, a little bit more upper scale designer house fragrance, and it smells really good. I love it. I would say that even you don't have to be necessarily a Gourmand lover to pull this off, because it is super sweet at first, but it starts to mellow out, and it's not so cloying after a little bit. Another one that is going to get you a lot of attention, okay? This stuff is another exclusive by Tim, okay? Another exclusive. And this stuff is amazing. I love this stuff. I will have to review this as well. It's absolutely amazing. It's by the House of Costamore, and it is called Tobacco. Now, with the opening of this fragrance, for me personally, I absolutely cannot stand it. It is awful. It's really just a big jumbled mess of citrus and tobacco leaf. You got to give it about half hour, and then it'll dry down and become this really great powdery, sweet jasmine-like tobacco, and it's amazing. With the top notes, you're gonna think that only a girl could pull it off. It'd be like really appropriate for a woman, like a woman's tobacco. But after like that 20-30 minutes, excuse me, 20-30 minutes, it becomes really nice, sensual, powdery tobacco. And really what this reminds me of is by Killian's Back to Black, only I actually prefer this over that, and it's only $75. And so, you know, you can't beat that. Next up that I have been using a lot. This stuff is amazing. I do agree with the few people that have mentioned this, that it does smell somewhat like Paco Rabanne's 1 Million, only this is about 10 times better in my opinion. I will review this as well and give you my full opinion on it, but Mandarina Duck Pure Black, this stuff, a compliment getter in a bottle. I really can't say enough about this, actually, and yeah, you're just gonna have to wait for the review on that one. And the last two that I've been using that I think are really appropriate for going out were introduced to me by my buddy Alex, Master of Style. You guys got to check this guy out. Like I said, I will say it again, and I will say it again when I mention the fragrance that I'm going to review that he sent me. He's one of my favorite reviewers. I'm saying like in the top 5 of my favorites. I watch him often. Whenever he's got a new review out, I'm on the spot watching it. I may not, comment all the time. I'm pretty busy, but I love this guy. Okay, he's not full of himself. He just tells it like it is. He is great with his wording and everything. How he explains these fragrances. Just an amazing reviewer, an amazing guy for sending me these. You would think that these fragrances right here, I'm sorry, this one's upside down. These fragrances right here would not be as good as they are because they are based off of a television show, 24. They're freaking amazing. Well, I do prefer one over the other. I purchased 24 Gold, and so these are the little sample vials that he sent me. I purchased 24 Gold on the spot. On the spot. I've been using this the most, and 24 Original smells quite a bit like John Varvatos Artisan Black to me. It's just like a really spicy, orangey type smell. It starts kind of clean and crisp, but also pretty different at the same time. It's a great scent. I like both quite a bit, but 24 Gold is like some shit that I'd spend $150 on. I'm not even joking. That stuff is amazing. So I can't wait to review that one because it's quickly climbing into my like top 10 fragrance. I'm not even kidding you. Amazing stuff. And I've got quite a bit of attention from that fragrance, so I am really excited about that. And I can't thank Alex enough for sending those to me and bringing those two fragrances to my attention. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is what I've been using the most right now. Bear in mind that right now in New York it's kind of it's getting into like the 40s right now, so pretty soon here we're going to see some snow. And all these project very well. The one that does not last the longest, the one that does not project the most, is actually one that I was expecting to last the longest, and that's Amasai. So I would definitely not blind buy this. I would check it out and sample it on your skin. But the rest of them last quite a bit. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.